Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? We are about to kick off another fantastic evening of Silicon Beach Pictures, and we are now live Silicon Beach Radio podcasting. So welcome, Silicon Beach Radio. We are live. Awesome. Before we kick off, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land. It's the Wurundjeri tribe, and they are from the Kulin Nation. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't know if that fits with you, but it's from the bottom of mine. So thank you to the Kulin Nation. You started this. Well done, you. The plan for tonight is to, first of all, a little bit of housekeeping. And by the way, you guys, come forward, come on down. Come on down. We don't bite unless you ask us to. Come on, people at the back, we need you to come in and support the pictures. Please come forward. We can still network later on. There's not a lot to do, and you won't be standing here for too long. So do come and indulge and support the people that you're here to listen to pitch and to either think about pitching yourself. So, a supportive room. And in the supportive room, there's a bit of housekeeping. So, as you know, the bar's at the back, and the people at the Royal Melbourne Hotel are fantastic staff. They offer amazing customer service and have supported Silicon Beach for over 5 years. They are fabulous. We love you guys. And not only that, they have great meals for everyone downstairs. If you want to order a pub meal, there's some great deals going on. So, indulge if you're hungry later. So, don't forget about that. The toilets are to the right of the bar, so that's your left, my right, over there. So if you need that space, that's where it is. And the plan of tonight is to make sure that you enjoy yourself. We listen to some great pictures, and we have a good evening of networking. So the next thing to suggest is that, of course, nothing happens without sponsors. And we have a few sponsors that are involved with the Silicon Beach, and they have been tremendous in their support. And we have a couple that will be involved in having a hello to you now. So that will be Gemma, who's going to speak from Zimbabwe Law. Zimbisa Law. I will get that right, and it's not hard. Please welcome Gemma. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to hear all of your pitches tonight, so I won't take up much of your time. My name is Gemma Freeman. I'm a lawyer with a firm called Simbisa Law. We're a law firm with a difference. I'm here with two colleagues tonight. Rugare Gomo is also a lawyer and the co-founder of Simbisa Law, and Bradley Norman, who helps us with BD work. So we are Simbisa Law. We are a law firm with a difference in the startup space. We love working with entrepreneurs and investors. What we try to do is make sure that you can have cost certainty when you get your legal services met. So we provide fixed fee services for startups and entrepreneurs. We also like to provide educational services. Our Simbisa means to equip and empower. It's a Zimbabwean word. It's in the Shona language. It means to equip and empower. And our passion is to equip you with the legal knowledge you need to build your businesses on a good foundation. So come and speak to us. If you're interested, ask for one of our business cards. You can book in for a free legal strategy session on our website. We run workshops as well. We have one coming up next week on shareholder documentation, where you can get $5,000 worth of shareholder documents templates for the cost of just the workshop, which is $880 for a day, in which we teach you how to adapt them yourself, saving you those lawyer costs. So please come and chat to us afterwards. Pleasure to meet you all, and looking forward to your pitches. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Gemma. Thank you so much. The other sponsors who are not physically here, but I would like to acknowledge, Academy XI, do a fabulous job with accelerator groups, Engage Consulting Group, also, and also FlexiSource IT are all wonderful supporters of and sponsors of Silicon Beach. The other people involved in, of course, making all of this happen is people that are community partners, and we will have a John from Shifties come and say hello, but I would like to acknowledge the others as well who are not present, but without them, again, lack of support. We don't have that. We have great support. So we have Two Space, which is a co-working space organisation. That would be Bill. Shifties, John's coming up to have a few words. We have Sir Basil, and we have Wake Up on Earth, and of course Simpatico, which is my business and my husband's business, and we're here as people who are involved with entrepreneurs and founders, helping them understand how to get their message across, with their message being succinctly said and being able to present that with the purpose that they want to say it in. And that's our brief. So with that, you can speak to us about that later if you like. But first of all, let's bring up John from Shifties.
Thanks very much. G'day, guys. Shifties is a solution that humanises rosters for large companies. We take the employee and employer view of what a good shift looks like, and help businesses build that up so that not only their staff get to help pick the shifts that they will work for them in terms of work-life balance, but businesses also are able to automate that scheduling and handle things like EBAs and the more complex parts of creating schedules. But I'd also like to say I've got experience in building startups, working with accelerators, working with investors. I encourage you guys to come up and tap me on the shoulder if you've got any questions about the startup space in Melbourne. You're looking to work with or meet some other startups. You've got some idea you want to pitch, maybe take it to the next step. What we do here is all about empowering founders, and that's what we want to encourage you guys to come up and meet other people and get connected for. So if you've got any questions in that space, feel free to come and grab me. Love to have a chat with you. If you're an investor, I'd even love to chat with you more. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much.
Oh, thank you, John. He's been involved from the start. What a guy. And there's a lot of other people to thank, which I'll get to maybe later on. In the other announcements, as I mentioned, we are live. That's the Silicon Beach Radio. But also, I'd like to mention that we're going to have Brian have a chat about the Silicon Beach Manila. How exciting is that? Wow. Come on, Brian.
So, as some of you know, we've been looking at taking Silicon Beach and taking it up to that next level, and that means branching out into other locations. FlexiSource IT, who's one of our partners, who's been helping us. They have a lot of people that are based out of the Philippines, particularly Manila. So we're looking at starting up a Silicon Beach in Manila with their help, and we're going to be providing them some back-end support. So that's an exciting time. If anybody's got any people up in the Philippines that you know that might like to be involved in that, let us know, because we definitely want to expand this further. Thanks.
And we are also live on Telescope right this minute. Periscope, that's it. I meant to say Periscope. I said Periscope, right? I didn't I? Yeah, back me up. Come on, guys. Yeah. So we're going to get stuck into the pictures now. Oh, my phone's gone thingy me, and I need to talk about people that are coming up. So when the pictures are here, and this room is a really supportive room, I want you to ingratiate, accept, encourage, let these guys have a moment. They may have not done this before, and it will be really encouraging if we can give them as much support and our attention as we can. And I know you will, because you already have so far. So thank you. And right now, the first picture is going to be Asan, and he's from Programmaroo. Here comes
Thank you.
just for the pictures, and I've already said this to Asan, whoever's coming up, please you've got 90 seconds, you're going to be timed, and also get to your thing, what you want to do, how you're solving it, and what you want to ask this room for.
Cool. Hey guys, my name is Ehsan. I'm a software engineer and the founder of Programmaroo.com, a hiring platform for programmers. The problem that Programmaroo is trying to resolve is, at the moment, there aren't many job boards for programmers, and also job description for ads aren't clear enough most of the time. Also, there is no option to filter the jobs posted by recruiters. So Programmaroo is designed to tackle these issues by connecting programmers with businesses directly. What makes it different compared to other competitors like Seek or Stack Overflow jobs? So first of all, it's programmer-centered. It's that simple to use. It doesn't have any unnecessary feature to make the user confused. It's got Twitter-like job description to improve the job qualities, and also it's pretty cheap. In fact, it's free at the moment. Why I'm here? first of all, I love building stuff to make things simpler. And also, if for your startup looking for a job, Programmer can help you. And if you're a developer looking for a job, Programmer can help you as well. Just to give you some stats about the market, software engineer is ranked as #1 job in the US this year. And also, while I'm talking here, more than 300 IT jobs are posted on Seek every day. Thanks.
Wow, excellent. Thank you, Hassan. Oh, and you did great on timing too. We would have let you run a little over, but you did really great. Thank you so much. First up, and it's always tricky, isn't it? The adrenaline kicks in, doesn't it? I know. So we have another speaker. I'd like you to welcome up David, who's from Creating an Australian Network of Concurrent Design Facilities. David.
Evening all, and welcome here. What I'm on about simply is this sort of facility. It's currently used by the European Space Agency for designing product, complex product. But it's not just a space-related piece of software. It's not just a space-related facility. It's a facility that allows you to rapidly design a product with individual specialists in unique fields as part of the product, plus the client. And that is the big point. The client is present. So you have your subject matter experts, and each one interacts as such. For instance, in a satellite, they're looking at the weight. The client says, I've got X, Y, Z space and this limit. All the different experts join in. There is a chunk of software that is logging all that and giving interaction between different inputs. Somebody says, I've got too much weight, or I've got not enough weight. It interacts. So this can be used in spaceships, it can be used in rail equipment, submarines, warships, any major complex engineering project. What I'm looking for is to set up a group of these centres in Australia. I need some support to get out the industry to see, is this what you want?
Wow. Thank you, David. That's space age stuff. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. The next speaker who has registered to speak tonight, Samantha, are you in the room? Samantha, you said you were coming. You're not here? Oh, gosh. The girls. Where are the women here that want to speak up and say stuff? Oh, gosh. Well, Samantha's missed her boat. What about Joel? Joel, are you in the room? From Paraforma? Joel, you didn't turn up either? Shame, shame, shame. Oh, gosh. Alrighty. That calls us now to the people who are in the room who are impromptu, who do want to speak, are in the space, ready to say something about what they have. Who's up? Who's coming? Who? Kieran. We've got Kieran. Kieran, come up. Here we go. Support Kieran. Woohoo!
Thank you. Here we go. I'm an entrepreneur myself, and one of the biggest problems that I've faced and most of my friends face is getting investment. I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day who actually happens to be an investor himself, and he was telling me that, you know, he is actually looking for startups. Despite having them knocking down his door, he wants to find the innovative startups that are out there. And I come up with an idea to actually solve that. Basically, what I'm launching is Founders Club, and that's a simple event where only founders and only investors come along to an event. And it's kind of what we had before the pitches started. It's just a simple way for founders to meet investors in a casual environment. Our first event is launching August 9th at WeWork Collins Street. If you look at meetup.com/Founders Club Australia, that's where you'll find us. And yeah, I'd love to have you guys here. And in particular, if you want more information, come up and talk to me after this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kieran. Do we have anyone else that's registered? Ahmed. Ahmed, where are you? You're in the room? Hey, hey.
Hello, everybody. My name is Amit. I'm the founder of a company called Continuous Excellence. So we take an idea and convert it into a commercially sellable product. Typically, startups, the problem that they face is they want to go to market quickly. It's very hard to find a team, and sometimes they're cash constrained. If that is a problem that a startup faces, then Continuous Excellence provides a solution for that. We take an idea, convert it into commercially sellable product. We have a very well-defined methodology, whether it's solutioning or prototyping, and some of our startups have won some of the strong awards around in the startup land in Australia, like iAwards, and have become great success stories. So if anybody has an idea and is struggling to convert it into a commercially sellable product, please talk to us. And for today, we'll do a solution definition, which is taking an idea, identifying the requirements, doing the solution architecture. That's worth $1,000 for free if you come and talk to me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Thank you. We have a few more people in the room I know are dying to come up to stage. Come on. Who's coming? Yay! And more women on stage. Woo!
Hi, guys. So, according to Deloitte, the average rate of failure of startups from seed to final funding is around 75%. What we offer, it's very simple. We're such a startup that we don't have a name yet, but we are a startup for startups. We have 20 years of experience in business consultancy and marketing on brands like Apple, Nike, Qantas, Uber, Estee Lauder, Tourism of Australia. We have the backing of one of the biggest marketing companies in Australia, and we offer to help sharpen the pitch for investors to startups who want to work with us.
What we are asking for today is for one startup that's going to take the plunge with us. As I said, we only just started literally a month ago. We want to understand what is it that you guys need, what is it that we can offer you, and how can we work together. So we wanted to just have one guinea pig that can help us get there and can kind of go through this initial stage with us and just kind of take the plunge and help us out with that. That's it. Just come talk to us now. That would be great. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much. All right, who's got courage? Who's got a bit of guts and gumption? Who's prepared to say, maybe I've never pitched before, maybe I'm not sure about my idea. Give it a go. Who's coming? Yay!
Imagine you or a loved one is about to give birth. You're at the hospital, and suddenly your obstetrician tells you you need to do a C-section. You're rushed to the operating theater, and when your child is born, you can't even hold them because you're being stitched up. How would you feel if you realized that the C-section was unnecessary? The current technology that obstetricians use to determine if a fetus is hypoxic has a false positive rate of up to 60%. Okay. These false positives lead to C-sections that you may not have wanted, and this can also lead to complications in the mother and child. Unnecessary C-sections cost Australia $45 million last year. My team and I at Neolux are developing a non-invasive device that will display an accurate and real-time indication of fetal hypoxia. We have validated this need with 7 obstetricians and 2 midwives, and we'll have our initial prototype by October this year. We plan to license our IP to companies with a history of working with startups and a strong foothold in the global fetal monitoring market. This is my first pitch ever, so I'm just here to practice today and, just looking to get involved in the community. Thank you.
Yo! Whoa! Yes, we need to know your names. Please come up and speak to Alex. This is Alex, by the way, one of our awesome guys from Silicon Beach. Come and tell him. Don't leave the room. Any of you people that have pitched that we didn't have on our thing, come and talk to us. Tell us who you are. We need to know more about you and how people can get in touch with you. Oh, thank you. What a thing. What a thing. Women out there, what a thing. What a thing. And for the men who are supporting their women. Awesome things. Awesome things. Have we got anyone else who's got an idea? Hey, here we go.
Okay, g'day everybody. My name's Iman. I'm from Nerdio. We're a startup that want to bring transportation, easy transportation to the world. So wherever you live, whether it be in this... Better. Whether it's, metropolitan Melbourne or anywhere in the world, transportation is a problem. We have big, bulky cars. It's going electric now, which is a great option, but cars are big. We are small. We have this formula, which is we weigh on average, 60, 70 kilos, and to move around that one being, our car is on average 1 ton, which that doesn't make sense. There needs to be... Now, motorbikes, they're great, but they're not super safe, and people have a fear of that. So we are developing, and have been developing for 2 years now, a solution which is these electric skates. So you're able to stay on them, and there's no balancing, there's no gyro action. It's just like standing on the ground, drive you around. It is electric. So we've been working on that for a while. I'm not looking for anything today. I just want to say that look out for it. It'll be on the roads. We'll be testing them out, and hopefully you can all try them, and we can start this transportation revolution. Thank you.
Oh, yes. How fast do they go? Faster than you can run. So if you were in a 20K radius of where you need to work, how quickly would you be able to get to work?
As quickly as you're comfortable going. So keep in mind that you'll be traveling with just completely over. Even with a bike, you have to hold the handlebars. This is nothing. It's just you up. So the motors can take them 20, 30 kilometers an hour, but you probably want to be traveling. I'm comfortable doing 10 to 12. So yeah, just what you're comfortable.
Wow, awesome. So helmet on the road, go. Do we like that? Yeah, heck yeah. So anybody else, a bit of courage. This is a really supportive room. Who would like to just come and tell us your idea, even if it's just an idea right now? Anybody in the room got a bright spark idea about sharing it? Are we done on pictures? Oh, you've been such a supportive room. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Please do speak to the people that may have triggered something for you, who have suggested something in their pitch tonight. Speak to us, Simpatico, if you'd like to know a little bit more about how you get your message out. I know we've got a few more people that are going to say a few words. Shifty's awesome. Law people. Talk to the law people. They can tell you stuff. And before we wrap up, I would like to just say a big thank you to all the crew behind the scenes at Silicon Beach. That's you over here, Alex. That's Thula, who's going to come and say a few words. Brian, who you had a few words to. Who else in the room is from Silicon Beach? John from Shifties. We've got a few... come on. Oh, my God. We got some guys. If we couldn't do this. We couldn't do this. And these guys, including myself and Dan, we volunteer our time because we love this space. We love this thing. And Athula, who is the captain of the ship right now, is going to come up and say a few words. Here we go.
Thanks, Linda. Can you give a big round of applause to Linda? Because I used to do this job very badly until Linda came along and took it off me. So I'm very happy now. I'm sort of waiting. Next month I won't even be here. I don't have to be here because this team is doing such a good job. And I think I can sort of pat myself on the back, you know. A hallmark of a good leader is he doesn't have to do anything, you know, get other people to do all the work. Yes, I'll get out of the way. In fact, I'm driving next week or the week after with my wife on a road trip to Darwin via Adelaide and Alice Springs, and we are reactivating the Adelaide Silicon Beach and opening a Silicon Beach in Darwin, and who knows, in Alice Springs as well, because I'm really keen to connect with the first Australians. I call them the first coders, because they are the ones 60,000 years before computers were invented. They were coding all those cave drawings that we see. I actually code
for what part of an animal you should eat and you can't eat, and what part of plants are poisonous and things like that. So they have been innovating 60,000 years before us. So we need to actually, the startup community need to connect with that. And Silicon Beach is actually going to take a lead in that. And because last Friday I took a redundancy package and left my safe, secure job in the public service. So this is, yes. Thank you. This is one of the only places where people clap when somebody says they left a job. I've seen that happen before, so very good. So I have about 6 months runway. I'm going to treat Silicon Beach as a startup, community as a startup, and it's like we have got 6 months worth of money in the bank for me to make this pirate. We call it a pirate ship. Internally, we call ourselves Pirates of Silicon Beach. So, yes, make the ship take off from the harbor within the next 6 months and be financially sustainable. So we're going to ask for money from the government, state government, as well as the federal government. They're going in for elections, so it's a good time to ask for money. So, and also we are launching sponsorships. We have few sponsors, but we haven't really marketed sponsorships. So now these guys are fully occupied because they all have day jobs or businesses or startups. So they are giving the maximum amount of time they can give to Silicon Beach. So we need more people. We need social media people, people who are comfortable with Facebook. Now I don't go on Facebook much. I'm only on Twitter and Periscope, Instagram. Things like that. We don't have anyone running those. We have accounts, but there's no one running them. So we need a social media team. So come and talk to us today or join us on our Slack. That is the Slack joining URL that is there. Take a photograph of that and join us. What else? We need an event team, because we have got an offer from people who own meetup.com. A company called WeWork, which is a global, co-working space company, bought meetup.com for millions of dollars, and they have opened a brand new office in Collins Street, which is only this week, I think it was open. I went and had a look, and when they have heard about Silicon Beach, they offered us gave us a superb deal. We can have free events there between 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the night. Also, if you have any event ideas for our community, we will keep this event here, but extra events we can have there. They're giving everything free, including a keg of beer and a keg of cider. So that's, we do need to have events there just for the beer and the cider. So, come to us with event ideas. I'm really looking for things like artificial intelligence, machine learning, IoT, all those hot subjects, and medical startups as well, because that's an agri-tech, agriculture startups and things like that, where Australia is really should be leading the world, and we are not. So we need to do something about that. And your event will be live streamed on Periscope to the rest of the world. So it's a good opportunity to get started. So we need an event team, we need a social media team, and we need a sales team as well. People, if you're comfortable doing sales, not marketing, not growth hacking and things like that, those are also good, but we need people who are comfortable picking up the phone and talking to someone. Hey, have you heard of Silicon Beach? If not, this is what we do, come and sponsor us, that sort of thing. We have sponsorship packages from basically around $500 a month. So 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. 12 months sponsorship is $6,000. And sales team is offered 10% commission. So if you get a 1 year's sponsorship, $600 in your pocket, just for giving a couple of phone calls. How easy is that? Come and talk to me. That's all. Thanks, Linda.
Thanks, Atula. He certainly is the captain of our ship. And he did speak about technology. And just as an aside, and this is from David, who spoke earlier, just have a quick look at this. It's a circuit board that's an analog thing. I don't understand technology, but apparently, you know, you look at this kind of this device, and it's actually more relevant than all the things that we currently do, and it's actually non-hackable. So isn't this an interesting kind of piece of equipment that was back in the 60s? Is that right, David? Back from the 60s, from a computer program from a power station. I find that amazing. Apparently all these little dial thingamajiggies are interchangeable. And you techie people out there, you probably know what that means. I have no clue. But I think that's a really awesome thing to bring up in this tech space, that it's analog is kind of back. How sexy is that? I don't know. Maybe it is, or it isn't. I think it is. I think it is. It means we can connect. Oh, I love that stuff. Connect, connect, connect. And that's what tonight is all about. So hopefully you've enjoyed the connection and you've supported the pitches, and thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to host. And thank you all the team on board. Have some more networking. Have a couple of drinks. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. Yay.